What is going on, YouTube? Today we're doing the first shots of the 586 L Comp. Now I just got this Smith & Wesson and I am super excited to test it out. There's not a ton of YouTube videos on this. Mostly it's on the Model 19 that is like a similar build, except for it's a 6-shot 2.5-inch barrel, which is really a 2-inch barrel. But we're gonna test this out now. I haven't done anything to it. It is in its current form. We're gonna test it out. We'll run it with the moon clips. We'll try 38 special just to get used to it, and then we will rip it with 357s. So let's get to it. Now I've gotten a few shots down range with this thing. It seems pretty accurate so far. And what I do like is the moon clips. They're like the magazines for a revolver. They unload fast, they load fast. But what I also don't like is they're a bitch to load. They are a serious bitch to load. But here we go. Let's get going. Now the 38 special feels like there's no recoil at all with this thing. And having 7 rounds is really nice. Now they all just pop out and then they all just pop in. Okay, let's just do a cylinder dump, see how fast we can go. The recoil didn't feel too bad on that at all. That felt pretty great. Now, you don't have to use moon clips with this thing, which is nice. You can single load them. But we're gonna make it work. Now let's just take a little bit longer of a shot. Let's see what we can do with this thing. Now granted, this is only 38, so we're not moving super fast. Okay, 25 yards maybe. Let's see. Dinger. Dinger. Accurate as all get out. Okay, let's try to get the smaller one. I'm getting really close. I got really close, but close is no cigar. Okay. So we're gonna burn up the last of the 38 special here, and then we'll switch to the 357 Magnum. We'll see how that comp does. It is pretty bright out. I don't know if you're gonna see any gases come out of the port here, but we'll do our best, see what happens. Seven for 7. Starting to get used to this thing. All right, one more shot. Nice. All right, let's go load up some 357s. I'm gonna focus the camera right on the gun here so you can see the port. I do feel that a little bit more in my hand because there's no rubber grip. And I will say this boot grip is not big enough to get some leverage down on my pinky. So there's that, but I will be replacing this grip at some point. Seem to be less accurate with the 357s. There we go. There's 7. And I will say this gun is getting really hot. There we go. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Whew. All right. On this gun here. It's beautiful. Okay. Dang. Felt like I had it a second ago and I'm not getting it. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go let this gun cool down and we'll come back. Okay, we're in this shade. We're gonna try to see if you guys can see the compensator doing its work. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna send all 7 shots of 38 special downrange as fast as I can. And then I will switch it to 357 so you guys can see the difference. Pretty manageable. Oh, okay. Yeah, the 357s pack more of a punch. Kind of quick though. Yeah, that grip sucks. I've only shot rubber grips with 357, with all my 357s, so I'm not used to this. So I will have to see about getting a different rubber grip. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna shoot farther back. Okay, the target's way over there, so we're gonna just try to see if we can get it with this thing. Dinger. Yeah, I will say this Smith & Wesson, it's accurate. I love it. 6-inch plate, 25 or 30 yards, I don't know. God, I'm getting so close. There we go. Okay, let's go further back. Way over there. Okay. And I'm pulling my shots here. Okay, I'm gonna go load up. We'll try to get that shot. All right, let's see if we can do this. I think I got it. It's bouncing. Okay, let's do one more. There we go. Okay, let's go farther. Now, that's pretty freaking far. But we're gonna load up some 38 specials. These are the last of the 38 specials here. Okay. I don't know if I hit it. It's moving, but I did not hear a ding. Ah, I got it. I will probably say that's probably 50 yards right there. 40 to 50. I have never shot this far with a revolver before. That's nuts. So that just goes to show you how dang accurate this gun is. Okay. One more 357. Close, no cigar. Okay, I will walk over to the target just so you guys can see on camera and I'll count it out. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 26, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 38, 39, 40, 42, 43, 44, 45. 45 steps. Okay, it's 45 steps. So my step is a little bit further than a yard when I count it out. So I'm gonna guess that's probably about 50 yards right there. Pretty close. Let's say 48 to 50 yards. Whew, that's awesome. All right, guys. Now, 586 L Comp. Super great gun. The downside, I would say, with these moon clips at first, they were a bitch to load. They were so tight. But as I started using them more, they became a lot easier to get on and off the rounds. definitely the compensator is working. I can see the residue coming up. But I will say that as beautiful as this rosewood grip is, I would prefer to have a rubber grip with some amount of cushion in it. I'm not a fan of just straight metal going straight into the web of my hand. And that might sound like me being a pansy or whatever, but if you want to shoot fast, you got to shoot comfortably and you got to be able to handle the gun. And having the two fingers on with this, it's not my favorite setup for a 357 Magnum. So I'll try the rubber grip on that came with the gun. I'll take these off and put the rubber grip on, see how that feels and does in, down the road. But for now, in this video, it'll just be with the rosewood grips. It's just, my dilemma is that it looks so good on this gun, I don't want to take it off. Now, the double action trigger pull is quite heavy, and I will say that my finger has gotten a little weak since upgrading my Ruger revolvers, because my Ruger revolvers are now all like 6 pounds in the double action mode. And that's just kind of what I'm used to now with revolvers, so the 10-pound trigger pull is a little heavy for me. But I will say, I really love the 7-shots. I've been wanting a 7-shot revolver for so long. And when I was originally in the market for my GP100, I wanted a 7-shot, but they were not in production at the time. I couldn't find any. And so I settled with that Talo edition. Not upset, still love it, but all roads led to this, and I'm happy that I got this thing. Trigger action is smooth, even if it's quite heavy. Single action is nuts. It's just so crisp. And for those of you that have seen my SP101 versus GP100 with a concealed carry, that holster that I got from my GP100, this leather holster, it's an inside the waistband, works with this gun. So if I really wanted to, I could conceal carry this. I already have a holster for it. Works great. It fits perfectly. So some of you guys might be thinking you could conceal carry this, and that would be a thing to think about. You could put the moon clips on. The only thing I will say though is having a spare set of moon clips. You would need to find a way to holster these onto your belt in like a solid container so you don't like bend the moon clip, or else if you bend these, that they're not going to get loaded into your gun. They'll jam up. So I'm going to give this gun with this grip 9 out of 10. Looks 10 out of 10, but overall 9 out of 10. With a better grip, this thing would be perfect. I think the compensator does do something. Now, I didn't do any like muzzle rise testing on it or anything. That can be for another video. This is just the first shots. I did see sparks coming up when I was shooting. So yeah, I'm happy to have this thing. It's going to be a nice piece to my collection. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're in the market for a 586, definitely think about getting it. I mean, it is a little spendy, don't get me wrong, but it is a beautiful revolver, and I can't wait to show you how I'm going to upgrade this. It's going to be great. So thanks for watching, guys. I always appreciate you. Until next time.